Okay, I think with me turning 30 today, I think it would actually be quite a fun idea to do 20 things I learned in my 20s, because I think that's quite funny. So I'm gonna see how far I get in this video. So the first thing I learned in my 20s, well, these are in no particular order. You really need to invest in your teeth health. So you really need to get flossing. You think when you're 21 that you don't need to do that, but you really do, because that plaque buildup is unbelievable. 2, you worry about when you're going to pass your driving test. In the end, by the end of your 20s, everybody has passed their driving test anyway, and no one gives a shit. So the fact that you passed at 23 at the time, you were horrified by, but now no one gives a shit. And also, if you leave your 20s and you haven't passed your driving test, shame on fucking you, mate. 3rd one, you don't have to know all the answers yet. You can sit and take time. If there's something that you're not sure about, you can find that out, but you don't have to have the answer right now. 4, people will reveal themselves to you, so you actually don't have to do a lot. There's a lot more power in observing how people behave towards you than there is in you trying to understand people. 5, not everybody is your kind of person, and that's okay. If somebody starts making you feel angsty, tense, it's just your body's way of saying they're not your person, and that's okay. Number 6, you do need to start getting a better diet, because McDonald's when you're hungover at 21 is fine, but long term it will fuck your guts up. So you really need to start eating. And if you are somebody who hasn't eaten vegetables your entire early 20s, you really need to sort that shit out, because it's very important. So eat vegetables. 7, it's not a con, you do actually need to drink water as well. It's very good for your skin. 8, you do need to exercise, and not just because you need to lose weight or because you want to whatever. You think life gets stressful, particularly in your 20s when you're trying to figure shit out. So make sure that you are exercising, because it keeps your brain from going fucking mental. 9, it doesn't matter how much you earn in your 20s. It really doesn't matter. We're all still figuring everything out, so don't worry about your job. I thought about this the other day, and basically those first couple of jobs that you start in your 20s are irrelevant. They basically get washed off your CV anyway as you start doing more jobs. So don't worry about the next job you get after uni, because no one will really remember, including you, when you go back to your CV. 10, spend more time with loved ones. And by spend more time, like, put your phone down and just enjoy time with them, because it's so precious. Like, when new babies are born in the family, you know, things like that, you just don't spend enough time. You think you do, and then you look back and you're like, I had that entire afternoon and I was busy texting, blah, blah, blah. So spend more time with your loved ones in the moment. 11, take as much advice off people as you can, and remember it. Write it down in a notebook. Sometimes things that people say to you think is a load of shit, but then it will come back and you'll think, actually, they had a point. And sometimes you think that advice, particularly when you're in your early 20s, seems really pessimistic because people are really reflective. But it's not pessimistic. It's just trying to help you. So if anybody has like hacks to stop you going down them same roads, I would take them. 12, get some proper sleep. Seriously, you're going to need it. 13, stop worrying about what other people think about you, because fundamentally these conversations are going on in rooms when you're not privy to them, and it literally makes no difference. You're going to still do your shit whether Sandra likes you or not, so I wouldn't worry about it. 14, do the things that scare you. If there's something on your list like traveling more or going for a job, do something in this decade that you're a little bit apprehensive or nervous about, because when you achieve the thing on the other side of it, you start building this sense in your brain that you are capable of doing amazing things. So working abroad for a summer, go and do something, out of left field, apply for a job that you just think, oh, I never would have got that, I'm not good enough for that. Because when you get that job or you have that life experience, suddenly you look back and say, oh, I can't believe I was scared of something like so silly. 15, spend less time on social media. You don't need to spend as much time on it as you actually do. It's just making you see the world in a strange way sometimes, and you need to take space from it. 16, learn something new. So whether that's studying, learning a new trick, or kind of a trade, a skill, something like that, learn something new, keep your brain active. It's really, really important. 17, ChatGPT is useful, but it's not your therapist. You don't need it to answer all of life's questions, and sometimes life's questions will be answered without the use of ChatGPT. Stop using it as a crutch sometimes, because it's actually stopping your brain making decisions for itself. I'm very guilty of using ChatGPT, so that's something I need to learn. 18, stop worrying about the things that you can't control. This is another big one. You don't know what's going to happen in the next 5 years, a year, 18 months, whatever it is. But when you leave uni, people keep telling you about the future and what you're going to do, and people ask you questions. Don't worry about it, because everything that is for you will happen for you. And I know the frustration of being in your early 20s and you want to achieve the entire world and you don't have any resources yet, but you will figure it out. So don't worry about that. Just stop worrying about things you don't know. 19, nobody has a plan. And I think when you realise that nobody actually has a plan, or things just don't go to plan, then it helps you understand that your little roadblocks are part of your experience. And comparing yourself to somebody else just dims your experience. It just makes you feel negative about something you should be ecstatic about, your life. So yeah, and then the final 120 is every life lesson in this decade or the decades to come, whatever, is unique to your experience. So I believe there's a reason every lesson you have to learn is for your development. So when you learn a lesson, take time to apply it instead of saying, something bad happened to me. Why did I have to go through this? Because it's actually going to project you forward into new timelines and new decades where you integrate that learning and you apply it. So when it next happens, or there's a situation that you felt unsure, you've learned from your past experiences, which will make your future experiences so much better. But make sure you do the integration, whether that's journaling, whether that's talking to somebody about it, whether it's just spending some time in your head percolating on it and writing some stuff down. Make sure you apply it, because learning a lesson is great, but if you don't apply it, you'll just keep learning the lessons until it makes sense. So yeah, they are my 20 things that I learned in my 20s, and I hope they help any random 20-year-olds.